Hello there. This is my first sitting down video in this year, and I'm talking about weed.
Hello, I'm sorry for the audio, but I didn't want it to re-record it because I think if I do it again, it's going to look not genuine, rehearsed in a way or something. So yeah, I decided to keep it that way. Thank you for putting off with the audio. Let's get back to me.
I want to tell you my first experience with edibles, especially with brownies that I made for the first time in Christmas. Well, maybe this is not a big deal because edibles and weed and all of that, not something like, oh my god, like you try it. It's more popular now and it's not a big deal, but for me kinda is because it was my first time. Anyways, so it all started before I went back home. My sister told me that she wanted to make wheat brownies or pal brownies, or how could I call them? How could I call it without saying wheat plant brownies? Because she knew that I bake a little, and we ended up doing them exactly on Christmas Day. Well, it was actually Christmas Eve. In Mexico, we celebrate Christmas on December 24th. And we weren't planning exactly, oh, on Christmas Day. That's just how it happened. It naturally ended up happening. We went to the grocery store to get all the ingredients, and she had already provided me with the weed, with the plant, so I could make it. I thought that it was just like, oh, you add some weed to the brownies, and that's it. But not really. You have to make the kind of butter. I was just like, oh yeah, I guess it's really easy. I mean, it's not difficult, but it's really tedious and time consuming. On Christmas Day, my sister tells me, are you going to make the brownies? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna make them tomorrow or some other day. And she tells me like, no, like, oh, but how to say it? Like I wanted to have them today. That's the fun of it. I could say it like that. I'm trying to translate. And I was like, oh damn, I have to make it. And my mom was there, so I was like, what is she going to say that we are making this? Yeah, I ended up making them. Fast forward to Christmas dinner. For dessert, there were the brownies. Not for everyone, but we were like, okay, here are brownies if you want to.
I did find a video. Well, my sister, she did had it, so I asked her. So this is the video.
I got brownies mágicos para el que quiera. I know.
She left it in the table, and it's like, here are brownies, and my mom is like, she ate, like maybe she didn't understand, I don't know, but it was fun.
And I was really hoping that they were good. Like I didn't want to mess them up because I would have wasted all of the plants and the money. I really wanted them to turn out good and delicious. I try it and it's really delicious. You cannot taste the wheat. You can just taste a little shift of the normal brownie taste, but they taste delicious. And because they were delicious, and I was also hoping that they were potent, or maybe not too potent, but at least something. I didn't wanted it to be like, oh, I ate them and I don't feel anything. But yeah, I tried it, and so they were pretty chunky, the pieces, kind of maybe like this compared to my face. And they were really chewy, really delicious, and I was like, I did it good. But also, am I going to feel anything? Okay, I'm not going to eat too much. I just ate a little bit, but then I ended up eating a few more bites, so maybe in the end I ended up eating a full piece. I decided to stay at home because I was started to feel it. I was just like, I'm feeling something, but I'm not sure if it's the brownies or what is it. Good thing that my sister and my family were going to go separate ways, and I was basically going to stay home alone because I don't know how to behave. I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't want it to be high around people and not knowing how to behave. I'm going to turn on the ventilador, the fan. I'm really hot. Sorry if you hear it. I'm sweating. Yeah. It was maybe like 11 something, and I was home alone because I wasn't sure if my mom or my sister are going to come back at any time of the night. So I was just like, I need to calm down over this. Let's try to describe how I was feeling. I don't know how to describe it. I was feeling kind of happy, relaxed. I was not feeling sad or depressed as like sometimes alcohol makes me feel. I'm more talkative a little bit, but also in my mind it was like, oh my god, am I acting high? The partner of my uncle stayed there, and she was like, oh, take me some photos, and I was like, ah, say yeah, post like this, and I was like, oh my god, is this me talking or is this the edible talk? So I decided to just basically lock myself in my room. I was trying to calm down because I was feeling a little anxious because of the thought that my mom was going to come back or my sister or anyone else. Like, calm down, no, calm down. Calm down, you know? Got on Switch and watched the streamer. It was a chill stream. Yeah, I was feeling relaxed, so I fell asleep. But multiple times coming in and out of my dreams, kind of like I would wake up and I would hear or imagine my sister or my mom coming in, and I started getting really anxious and my heart started racing. So I was like, oh my fucking god, like really, really anxious. So a good thing actually that I stayed home because I can't imagine if I would have gone with my mom or with my sister around a lot of people. Me just panicking because everyone's going to see that I'm high. Oh yeah, I got the munchies. I ate a lot of dessert and chips and coke, and I don't remember what else. I just wanted to fall asleep. But when I woke up, my night of sleep was kind of bumpy. Yeah, while I was trying to sleep, I felt like the bed moving. Yeah, I don't remember. I felt strange things, and I should have recorded or kept record of this.
I did find an entry that I made on December 30th on my journal. I also made pot brownies for the first time. My sister wanted me to do it. They come out pretty yummy. Honestly, I still remember the taste and my mouth starts watering. I ate a piece, maybe a little more than I should have because they were really yummy. I kinda had a trip, I don't know how to describe it, but something happened, lol. Thank God I stayed home alone basically, so I didn't have the anxiety of being high / having a trip or bad trip with other people around. So yeah, that's what I wrote. I didn't say more details, but I do remember that I would wake up and hear my mom or my sister coming in. And yeah, I started getting really anxious and like paranoid. I don't know if paranoid is like the exact word to use, but I did feel really anxious.
And I woke up kind of early the next morning, but I was still feeling high and kind of sleepy, and I was feeling weird, you know. I didn't want it to feel. I just wanted it to calm down. So I went back to sleep, and I woke up maybe at like 1 p.m. Sorry, or 2. Then at like 4 p.m. my sister came back to the house, and I was still feeling a little high, you know. And I was trying to figure out if she would notice that I was still high. Just so it did lasted a lot of time. The next day I woke up and I was fine, but it basically almost a day the effects. So and maybe because I don't have a lot of experience or my body is not used to having edibles in it, yeah, in my body. So, but I did feel it. Yes, be careful if you try edible. Yeah, that was my experience. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any experience, let me know how we went. Bye. So I really wanted. I really wanted it. I really did.
And fuck.
I've heard this a lot that if you do edibles or some kind of a psychedelic, I know that weed is not psychedelic, but if you do something like this, even weed, you can get paranoid if you are not used to it. Being around people that you don't really know or you don't really trust. So if you do some kind of psychedelic or weed or whatever, make sure you are with people that you are comfortable being high around, because if you are not, you could get a little paranoid and anxious, and it's not fun.
Does this look like a microphone? This is my glasses case.
And I know that with edibles, it's really a lot of people fall into the I don't know, the thing that, oh, I don't feel anything, like 5 minutes later, and I'm going to eat another one. And that's what happens when people get uh, really, really high without them wanting to. Yeah, I'm really interested in psychedelics and all of that stuff. So I'm informed myself a lot about it.